Hey Liam, hey, this is Julian. I'm gonna make a video for you, and I'm gonna go over a couple things. Basically, looking at like decision making, and a lot of that's gonna just be on: did you scan? What information did you process? And then what did you do with that information? So the first thing I look at is the number of points you got here, like those right there. That shows that you were on the ball a lot. And then we'll see how you connected your teammates. Okay, so you start with the press here. Okay, one thing that you might want to do when you press is what? What do you think you could do here? Thinking of like scanning. Okay, if you said look behind you, why would you want to look behind you? What kind of information does that tell you? Okay, if you would have scanned behind, maybe you would have seen that he wasn't quite tight on this player, which might have allowed this. Now, this is just information that you're gathering, right? Seeing the whole picture of the game, right? Your coaches might say they want you to just full out press. They might say they want you to stay in a tight mid block or press together or set pressing traps. But right now, does it kind of feel like you're getting maybe like, when you're in the middle of a rondo? Did it kind of feel like you're in the middle of a rondo right there, them passing around you? Right? So what I would recommend there is probably taking a look at where your teammates are and being like, you guys with me? Or, hey, you see that guy? Hey, cover this guy. Or, hey, let's trap him on one side of the field, right? Help me out, guys. So that's the first thing that connects with me is like when you press, being with your teammates. Does that make sense? Let me know your thoughts on that. Okay. So what's the plan here? All right, what's your plan? How are you going to stop them? Right? What's their plan? What do you think their plan is right now? What are they trying to do as a team? Okay, now you got the ball. Nice scan right there. Good connection. Oh, I like how you came back. Okay, don't let your buddy get in trouble. See how he got kind of in trouble by himself? So maybe there, right? Could you let him know? What could you have let him know? Should he dribble there? This is the leadership part of the game, right? This is you being the Johan Cruyff that is telling everyone what to do. If he's going to go there, are you going to let your guy go into battle by himself, first two players? Or are you going to support him and help him get out? Or maybe there's a forward there or a winger, but it didn't appear to be, right? So we're letting him kind of go by himself. And is that really what we want to do? Go by ourselves in soccer? Or do we want to go, do we want to go to a party with friends, right? Or do we want to go by ourselves? So could you have helped him there? And that's the communication part. That's the vision. That's nice. Good tackle right there. Okay. Now, which way are we taking him? Okay, so we'll look at some other clips here. Ooh, I like what he did right here. He said, play it to Liam. Okay, so then what was he trying to do? So we're trying to create this big connected plan as players. What does that mean? A big connected plan. Does that mean that right here we should probably be seeing and connecting with all of our players here? And when you've got pressure here, where do you want to go with that? That's a tricky one because he played you a pretty tough ball. So you got to be really technical to do that, right? So what is a good option if he does give you a ball, right? Do you have the technique to drive into that space with your first touch? one thing that I noticed is you took your first touch cold there. It's really hard, right? When you take that first touch flat, like, and you stop that ball, what happens? What is it inviting that guy to do? But if you took that first touch in here, right, now you're driving into the pocket and you're playing here. Now that is a really hard ball to do that, and that would have taken like world-class technical skills to take a first touch right into that pocket, right? Because he's running here, you're running here, and then you would have been in. So right there, it might have been a good choice to do what? Maybe either drop the ball to him or to dribble backwards into the space, right, and connect here. And there's a lot of options right there, but those are just the first two that kind of stood out to me right there, based on what kind of ball you're giving. And that matters, right? What kind of ball are you giving your teammates, right? I talk a lot about gifts, right? Giving gifts. And that guy gave you some dirty socks right there. He gave you a ball in the air that under pressure, right? So what kind of passes are we giving each other, right? Are you giving these beautiful, Zinedine Zidane passes, or like, I don't know, I think you like Man U, so Bruno Fernandes through balls, right? Or are we giving each other just simple, slow balls to the feet? Are we setting them up for something and putting a plan on that? Okay, we'll keep going. Right here, where could you take that touch? Okay. I think you had the idea, right? But there was that flat touch again, which invites pressure. So right here, what I would have done, that was a better ball. So I would have taken that first touch right into that space. Okay? And that first touch in the space, think of momentum. Where is his momentum going? And when I talk about crossing players, when he's running this way, you're running this way. And all of a sudden he'll glitch because it's like he's sprinting this way, you're running that way, and he will be out of the play. Okay? And then that would have put you in this space right here, right in that pocket. And then that overlap would have been on. Okay? If there's one point that I want you to learn, I'll do more later. I got to bring Ollie to school. That's what I want you to learn here. Learning how to take your first touch inside as a winger. Because look at where that defender's coming at. Boom, right? Driving into that triangle. Can you get into those pockets, right? Because once you do that, they collapse on you, right? And it frees up all of that space there. Okay? That is that's the start. A couple minutes, and then